Hi guys, welcome to another vlog. If you're new here, welcome. It's such a pleasure to have you guys here along our journey. If you're new, my husband and I, we recently moved from St. Lucia to Canada, and this is roughly our 3-month mark. It's almost 3 months since we've been here, so I feel like it's time for another vlog, another update, show you guys around what we've been up to. For one, I finally found a place where I can do my eyebrows, and I feel like it's relatively cheap. I paid $20 to have it threaded and tinted. And I feel like I'm finally finding like the places that I prefer to go to, etc, etc. I have an update for my lips as well. If you guys have been watching, I've been struggling, but I got a mask. I think I showed it when I showed you all the products I got for Prime Day, but this mask has been working really well and I really like it. I'll have it linked in the description box below. We got the girls scooters. They are so excited. They have been asking for scooters for such a long time. So I'll insert the clips of us giving it to them right now.
I don't know. Let's see. That's it.
We also got bikes for ourselves. So my husband lovingly taught his 2 girls how to ride. Fun fact, he also taught me how to ride when we were students in Cuba, because using bicycles were quite a common way of getting around where we studied. And so I didn't know how to ride a bike. Oh, I think I did, but I forgot. I don't know. I didn't know how to ride a bike when I was there. He taught me how to ride a bike. This summer, one of the first things that we did was get a bike for the girls, and we taught both of them how to ride a bike. And Katie still needs to learn how to like brake and stuff, but she's pretty good. And one of the things that I've always dreamed about is just going for a family bike ride. So we finally got bikes for ourselves because they're expensive. Adults bikes, like, they're $300-$400, sometimes way more than that. So we are trying to be very frugal, and one of the things that I love about Canada is that they have so many ways of spending your money. You can buy something new for full price. You can buy something new that is on sale. You can buy something that has been used on Facebook Marketplace. You can also go to the thrift store and buy something there. And then what we recently found out was auction sites. So there are auction sites that sell vehicles mainly, but sometimes they sell bikes and other appliances, not appliances, but other things. Basically, they're seized. The police seizes them. Well, the site that we bought from, the police seizes items like bikes. Maybe they're not parked in the proper place, or maybe the person got a ticket for something. They seize them, they give you a chance to pay the fine and recollect your item. And if you don't do that, after a certain period of time, I'm not sure exactly what time frame it is, they auction it off. And so my husband had his eye on an auction bid for bikes, and we got 2 beautiful bikes. I'll show you some footage right now of him going to get a bike.
I just got the bikes, as you can see behind me. Yeah, it was cool. So there's lots of stuff. So this is where dealerships sometimes shop. So this is where the dealers come to buy their vehicles and then mark it up and sell it on the lots and stuff like that. Construction companies, various types of like people that have businesses, like they come here as well to buy stuff off of the city as well. So I mean, you can find such a wide variety of stuff. But again, You just kind of have to be checking at the auction sites, because it's not like you want something specific and then you go for it and then you find it. You just have to look and look and look, and then sometimes you just spot a really nice deal and a really good deal. The bikes are actually in better conditions than I thought. I thought that they would have been in worse conditions, but like they look good. They look pretty good, you know. And they're good. They look like quality pieces of equipment.
Oh my goodness. I cannot wait for us to go riding together.
That's for all of us.
No, those are for daddy and mommy.
Wait. Down doesn't have a stand. Careful. Wait, Kitty.
Does this one have one?
Yeah, this one has a stand.
But yeah, we got 2 beautiful bikes. So if you are newcomers and you're looking to get quality things, but you're looking to spend a little less, definitely check out these auction sites, used stores. You can get a variety of different things in a variety of different places, and we love it. All right, so somebody told me that I should share some more recipes. So let's start with a very simple one. Today I'm using rigatoni, I believe, but you can use any pasta at all, whichever one is your favorite. Pasta salad consists of pasta, meat, and vegetables. This is a quick, easy meal that you can put together in no time. So you need pasta. We have some leftover grilled chicken from yesterday, so I'm gonna cube that up. I also intend on putting, let me see, tomatoes in here. Okay. Oh, I have bell peppers, so I'll put some bell peppers in here. I also have cucumber, so we'll put cucumber in here as well, and then I'll also put some corn in here. So you cut up all of the vegetables into cubes. When the pasta is cool, you cut up the meat, the pasta, you mix everything, and then you add mayo. You can also add a little bit of Dijon mustard or plain mustard if you don't like Dijon, and seasonings such as onion powder, garlic powder. It's a very easy recipe, very delicious. So like if you're in a pinch and you want to do something very quickly, I think it's also very nutritious as well. I know people have a bad rap for pasta because it's pasta, but I believe instead of saying, you know what, I'm not gonna eat pasta, I think the better approach is to make the pasta healthy. And if you add a ton of fresh vegetables in there, I feel like you can't go wrong. If you're not interested in using regular pasta, then you can also use like something that's more nutritious, like a chickpea pasta or whole wheat pasta. But this can definitely be a meal that can be made healthy.
You're cool.
It smells delicious, it looks delicious, and it tastes delicious. If you are wondering how do I get my kids to eat the vegetables in there, well, let me tell you. So I try to put as much vegetables in their food as possible, and eating vegetables is not negotiable in this house. Just like putting a seatbelt in the car is not a negotiable, and just like brushing your teeth is not a negotiable, eating vegetables is not a negotiable. So sometimes we have juice with our meals, not always because sugar, but when we do, they're not allowed to touch the juice until the vegetables are done. If we don't have juice, then they're not allowed to leave the table until the vegetables are done. Sometimes they will eat all the pasta and maybe want some more pasta, but they can't get more pasta unless the vegetables are done. If they say, you know what, I'm full, that's fine. I don't force my kids to eat if they're full. But if 30 minutes later they say they're hungry, I give it back to them. Here you go, you can eat the rest of your food. So that's how we work meals. I think that's very important because I feel like in today's climate, you know, kids get a lot of leeway and we're taught to let them do whatever they want, or they're just kids, don't force them to do this, don't force them to do that. Well, I think that as parents, we have the responsibility of training them up in the way that they should go. And one of the things that we need to do is help them eat well. And kids by nature, there are certain things that they will not eat. And vegetables is definitely something that every child should have more of. Fruits and vegetables. I know a lot of kids do well with fruit, but they don't do well with vegetables. But for us, we just force them to eat it. Just like how we put them in car seats, even if they don't want to. Not everything that we do for children, they have to like it. Sometimes it's just good for them, and that's that. And that's what I tell them, that they have to eat vegetables because it's good for them. So that's our approach. We did not have that approach initially. I must say, I was following these nutrition accounts that helped you get your child not to have picky eating, and they used to say present it to the kid over and over again, don't force them, don't make a big deal about it, blah blah blah. But I found that after doing that for years, it just didn't work. They just didn't eat it, and I couldn't have them growing up not eating vegetables. I know that there are certain ones that they don't like. So I know Bella doesn't like because I do agree that you do have to expose them to it over and over again. But one of the rules in our house is that you're not allowed to say that you don't like something and you haven't even tried it yet. So you have to try at least 2 or 3 spoonfuls of it before saying you don't like it. And then if it's something new that they've never had before, they try it on Monday, they don't like it. Let's say we have it again on Thursday and make them try it again. Maybe if we have it a couple of days later, make them try it again. And if they have tried it several times and they insist that they don't like it, then I don't force them to eat it. Because, you know, we all have our likes and our preferences. So I try to respect their likes and their dislikes, but I also try to get them to eat new foods and foods that are good for them. So that's our approach. Let me know in the comments below, what's your approach? Supposed to go see an apartment tomorrow, but we are seeing it today. It's in Fort Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan.
There is no schwa.
The name always gives me difficulty. But we're going to go see it. I'll give you guys a sneak peek. One of you guys recommended trying out, what was the name of the farm?
It's a colony. So it's a Hutterite colony or community.
Yeah.
So they have their own farm. It looks very industrial. But there's also like a community, there's people living here, there's a school and all of those things, and they have fresh produce. So we're up in Fort Saskatchewan, so let's just check it out and see.
Yeah, so we just got farm fresh eggs. They were $4 a dozen. We bought 2 dozen, and now we're gonna check out the vegetables. It's the next day. In fact, it's almost towards the end of the day. Ibrahim worked earlier today. He did an 8 to 4 shift, and I was home with the girls, so What did I do? Just the normal stuff, take care of the house. I did a bit of school with the girls. We were just warming up for when the actual school year begins. We had lunch, and then after lunch the girls did a quiet time, and then I took them to the library. We took the bus to the library. They had fun. They always have fun going to the library. And now we're out with their scooters. They're so excited. But we'll spend the rest of the evening teaching the girls how to ride their scooter, and then and then afterwards we'll film, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow there's a free concert going on at 7 o'clock in the night. We're looking forward to going to that, so I'll take you guys along for that as well. I didn't vlog at all yesterday. On Thursday evening we got some pretty disappointing news, and I just didn't feel like vlogging yesterday. Also, we were supposed to go to a free concert put on by some symphony, I can't remember, and that was cancelled due to the weather, so that was disappointing. Yesterday just sucked, so I didn't vlog. But today's a new day, and today's a new day because God is so good. He sent a little bit of an encouraging message to me, which I like so much and it was so encouraging, I thought I would share. So I'm just going to read to you. It's a newsletter from Abby Wedgworth. She's someone I follow on Instagram, and this newsletter came exactly when I needed it, and it was very encouraging. So it says, waiting exposes lots of ways that we are not like God. Waiting highlights that we are not omniscient. We don't know the future. Waiting highlights the reality that we are not all powerful. We can't speed up time. We can't determine or manipulate the outcome. Waiting also exposes our dissatisfaction and reveals our idols. Like a toddler who wants what he wants when he wants it, we can find ourselves throwing a bit of a fit, albeit internally, for the thing that's captured our affection. The thing we think we believe will make us happy. Waiting also exposes lots of things about who God is in contrast. God is all-knowing. He's already aware of exactly how it all shakes out. He is all-powerful, he controls, and even lovingly ordains the outcome. He doesn't have a single impure motive. He's completely satisfied in himself, completely for us. And in our waiting, he invites us to rest in who he is and experience that same satisfaction. Instead of scrambling for the remote to let our itchy little fingers press fast forward, he presses pause and lets us sit there for long enough to get comfortable with the fact that he holds the remote. And that's actually really good news. And then later on, she goes on to say a little prayer. And she encourages us with Psalms 24:14, which says, wait for the Lord, be strong, and let your heart take courage. Wait for the Lord. And in her prayer, she says, God, I don't know what's next, but you do, Father. I can't determine the outcome of this, but nothing is outside of your control. Thank you, Lord, that you are working for my good. Thank you for being trustworthy. Help me by the power of your Spirit to rest in your care and control, and make my greatest longing concerning my future the desire of your return. So that was very, very encouraging for me. It was just exactly the word that I needed to hear, because waiting can be hard, especially when you want like a specific outcome, or you have a specific outcome in mind, or a specific timeline in mind, and it doesn't happen the way that you want. I think it's very hard to trust that God is good and that he knows what he's doing, and that he doesn't have any impure motive towards us, and that we can sit in his trust knowing that he cares for us and he loves us. So that was very encouraging to me, and I hope it encouraged you. So today's Saturday. Ibrahim is working today 8 to 8. So we were in the house whole day yesterday. I'm feeling a little bit cooped up, so we're gonna go out. It's a little chilly. The weather has been getting colder and colder. Fall is approaching, so it's cloudy today. It's a little bit chilly. I think it's like 14 or 15 degrees. So we're gonna get dressed up, put something warm on, and then we're gonna head out. HomeSense and Winners, they're having like a 70 to 90% off clearance sale. Just gonna go walk around, see if I find anything cool, and maybe take the girls for some donuts by Tim Hortons. I think there's one close by, and then come back home so that it breaks up the day just a little bit. So we're gonna do that. Tomorrow we have church, And at church tomorrow we have an involvement class, so before you become part of any ministry in the church, they ask that you take this one-time class. So it's tomorrow. Both my husband and I will be doing that, and hopefully we can join a ministry that God leads us to. And then on Tuesday I have my practical driving exam, so I think I'll take you along until then, and we'll see if we pass or if I fail. I'm a bit nervous, but we will see. So let's continue on with this vlog. Guys, blessed Monday to you. Yesterday was a pretty chill day. We went to church, we did our involvement class, then we also went to a symphony concert. It was outdoor, it was free, it was lovely, we enjoyed it. And after that we came home. Ibrahim took the girls out on their skateboard. I slept. I guess I was tired. But Sunday was pretty uneventful. Today, Monday, we woke up. I did the house chores for the day. I cleaned the kitchen. And then I needed to go to the thrift store to drop something off. But then while we were there, I took a look around. So when I get home, I'll show you what I got. And then Ibrahim right now, this is a surprise to me, is collecting skates for our oldest daughter. I'm sure he'll get the youngest one soon enough. You like them?
I have a backpack.
Alright.
How much you paid for them?
$25.
So much is on my backpack.
It has the roller blades. That's the roller blades. It changes sizes, and you can switch it out and put skates.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You know you're in trouble, right?
Pull out, huh?
Yes.
Oh, let's see.
These are the other finds. I didn't get very much at the thrift store. I went mainly for like sweaters, but I wanted a cute little frame, and I felt like this was pretty good. This one was just so cute, and I loved the blue details, and so I got this one. I have the perfect place in mind for this one. And then I like having candles, so we got these ones. Tested means that they work. I still have to input batteries into them, but I think these might be either for the kitchen or for the dining room table. Katie saw this little book, so she wanted this one. And then I have had this book on my TBR for a long time, and I saw it, so I pulled it out. And then you guys know we homeschool, and so every time I find one of those reference books, I always take them, especially at this thrift store, because this thrift store, they like, you pay $1 for the books, and then I think the hardcovers are $2. So this was $2, this was $2, which I find is a really good price. If it was Value Village, it probably would have been $6-7. But this is a new National Geographic Ultimate Weird But True Facts, and very colorful, lots of pictures. I think it's very interesting. And then this one is Scholastic Canada Atlas of the World, which has a lot of interesting facts and all of that. I drove to and from the thrift store because my practical exam is tomorrow, so we did some practice. I'm scared. I'm very scared. I don't want to fail it. I know some people have to do it a couple of times in order to pass it, because it's very easy to fail. So there are some things that are automatic failures, and then there are some things that you lose points. So not lose points, but they give you points. So let's say you don't do a shoulder check, they give you a couple of points, and then if you pass, like if during the entire time that you've driven you accumulate 75 points or more, then you fail. So I feel like it's very easy to fail. If you put on your indicator lights too late, you can get points. If you put it on too early, you can get points. If you don't do a shoulder check, whether you turn right or left, you can get points. So it's a lot of things to think about. If you're over the speed limit, if you're driving too slow, like it's just a lot of things to think about. So I'm honestly quite nervous about the exam, but I felt pretty good today while we were doing some practicing with my husband. And so I'm just gonna leave it in the hands of God and pray that it all goes well and I can get my exam tomorrow. I passed. Oh my god, I'm cold, I'm so nervous, I'm so excited. I really oh my gosh. I passed and I officially have my class 5 license. Oh my gosh, thank you Jesus, I'm so happy. All right, so it's a little later. I am going on a little joyride in honor of me getting my license. I can finally drive all alone. So I have a little drink here and I'm gonna go to a thrift store, just look around. That's what I enjoy doing at this stage of my life. I'm gonna go to a thrift store, just look around, and then I have some books to pick up at the library. I'm just gonna enjoy doing it all alone. So let me show you guys what I got from the thrift store. I didn't get too much, but I did get this plate. It's like a small ceramic plate, and the idea I have for this is just put it by the sink, the kitchen sink, and this is where I would put like the dish soap and the sponge and that kind of thing. I'll see if it works out. And then I got this crop sweater. I really liked the color. I'm not sure how you wear crop sweaters, but I'll learn. And then this sweater, I felt like I could wear it for Christmas time. And then the rest of the things were just like homeschooling stuff. So I found some bob books. We already have a set of bob books, and I was just thinking that pretty soon we'd need some more because Bella is learning them really well. So they were only $1, which I thought was really good price. So I got Sightwoods and More Beginner Readers. Both of them were $1. And then they had some flashcards. I got this one for Katie. This one has colors, shapes, and more, it says. I don't know what the more is. And then this one was 3-letter words, which is what I'm doing with Bella. I got this because I figured it would just be, you know, something different, you know, on a day when she's not really interested in doing the lessons. So really happy I got those. So yeah, now I'm headed to the library. I need to pick up a few books I have on hold there, and then I'll go home. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I can't believe it's 3 months now that we're in Canada. A lot of you guys have been asking about my husband's job. He is not working as a doctor. I know that's the #1 question. Anybody who studied medicine outside of Canada and outside of the US and outside of Australia, I believe, cannot come into Canada and just immediately start working as a doctor. We knew that before we even started the immigration process. We knew that when we came up here we would not be able to work as doctors, and so that's not bothersome to us. It'll take a little while before we actually are able to insert ourselves into the medical field, and we're okay with that. We knew that coming in. So I hope that answers some of your questions. I think a lot of you think that he's working as a doctor. He is not, but he is in the healthcare field, and we are slowly taking the steps necessary to be able to work as doctors. And if it never happens, we are okay with that. That is definitely something we considered before we moved here. There are lots of other things you can do with a medical degree besides practicing clinical medicine, and so we're open to anything, praying about it, seeing where God leads, and we'll take it from there. But thank you guys so much for watching. It's such a pleasure to take you guys around and show you all of the fun things that we're up to. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new and you're not subscribed, or even if you've watched a trillion videos and you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.